Hi guys. So I'm headed into town today, and I got a really good question on from a subscriber on YouTube. Whoops, sorry. um, they asked me how long we have been prepping. They say they love our channel, and I have really good ideas. Excuse me, and I make them think of things that they would have never thought about. How do I get all my ideas and stuff? There's no rhyme or reason. I don't sit on the internet and look stuff up to think about doing. I don't do that. The only thing I can tell you is I have been being prepared, and I call it being prepared, since my oldest son was born. He's now in his 40s. I can remember my first husband was a huge drunk, violent drunk, and I had to start hiding things in the trunk of my car, like diapers and food, because he would take them back to the store to get cash for money to buy booze. So I didn't start prepping for any reason. I started doing it for self-preservation. When I realized he was taking diapers back to the store for cash, I started using cloth diapers because he couldn't do that. And we never had a washer or dryer because we never had any money. And I washed my clothes and baby clothes in the tub. And I made a little clothesline out back myself and dried them, hanging out there drying them. I would call my grandma a lot and, tell her my sob story. And she started giving me ideas on how to live frugally. And I learned to can, because we never had any food. We didn't go on assistance. I never went on the welfare or anything like that. I was too embarrassed, first of all, and second reason, I had too many bruises. I had too many bruises to go let anybody see me. And I was on my own. I could not turn to my family, and I was on my own. So I started canning, and I started going. They didn't have food banks or anything like that back then, but neighbors would bring excess gardening, food over, potatoes, things like that. And I learned to can them because we didn't have food in the house if I didn't can. And so when I did have money, I would buy things that were marked down, and I would take them home and can them. So that's how I started being prepared. If I wasn't, I didn't have food. And I started pureeing some of that food because I couldn't afford to buy baby food. So I started steaming carrots and pureeing them so my child would have food. And that's how I started. If you want to call it prepping, that's how it started for me. I did it out of self-preservation. We didn't even have a phone. We would have to walk to a phone booth to use the phone because we never had money for that. I would have to take our cash when I had bills that were due. When I did have the cash, I would have to take them over to my mother's house, and she would write checks for me because he was such a loser, he couldn't even have a checking account. So I have been being prepared my whole life. And if I, went to a yard sale and they had a free box with maybe a couple blankets in it or something, I took those free blankets. I took those used clothes. I've always, my whole life, shopped at the Goodwill. I've always made do. And I've never asked for assistance. I've never asked for help. And so I guess I've been preparing my whole life. And the older you get, the more wise you get, and you also become more frugal. And now I can do whatever I want. I can buy whatever I want, but I don't. Because I don't need it, because I can always make do. Most of the winter we have no power. And I cook. I mean, when we first bought our house that we have now, I cooked on a camp stove in the house with the little propane bottles. It's when there's a will, there's a way. You find a way to do what you want to do in your home to live comfortably. When you don't have hot water in your shower, you boil hot water on the stove, and you use a wash rag and wash yourself. So there's always a way to do things. It's not whether you call it a prepper or what. I've always lived like that. And when I don't know how to do something, yes, I do look it up, because I don't want to screw it up. But now I've been doing it for so long, I just know off the top of my head what needs to be done. So that answer, I hope it answers the question. I have been prepping or being prepared my whole life. So if that helps, I don't know. I hope I'm helping people. I'm very glad when I get the comments that I do, but I'm not a prepping guru. I'm not a homesteading guru. I just am a woman that's got a sixth sense, and I try and think outside the box. What I'm going to be needing, what my family's going to be needing. So, I'm glad I can help. I'm glad you can look at our videos and learn. I'm really glad because that's one of the main reasons we started the videos. And now I do the videos because the little bit of money we get from YouTube helps us stretch our Social Security. And it's not a lot of money, just a couple $100. It's not a lot of money, but it really helps us every month. So I'm glad that you guys like my videos. I'm glad that you like our lifestyle, but it's taken me a long time to learn the way that I do things and to live the way that we do. And I hope it helps. So anyway, peace out, guys.